Well, you know how these summer madnesses go. Uh, DNA versus Twork. Shout out to DNA. Veteran, been in the game for a while. Always finds a way to stay consistent and very, very effective. DNA came that first round crazy. I feel like Twork came on some bully shit in the beginning of the first round. He stood like right in front of DNA, all up in DNA's space. Of course, eventually DNA moved out the way, got around, and he got his space back. But DNA came and he was doing the rapid, consistent punches, but it was all landing, but it wasn't very explosive in the beginning. Then Twork predicted one of his lines, and DNA quickly rebutted it, shut him up. Rookie mistake. Immediately, and he rebutted using the old red, losing his voice. I thought that was fire. That was like the biggest haymaker of his round, which I don't know why people don't learn. Just don't talk through DNA's rounds. He's going to rebuttal, and you're going to give him a haymaker. Twork came in his round. I saw it coming. Start pushing up on him on some bully shit, mainly in the first line. After that, he was just rapping. I felt like overall his first round was more explosive than DNA's. He had some crazy, disgusting lines. And to me, it was the believability was pretty much the main factor in this battle. Twork was using that angle on DNA. And I feel like more people should use that angle, but effectively. I felt like Twork used that angle effectively on DNA in the first round, especially because he came on some bully shit too. It took away from a lot of what DNA did and said. Second round, DNA came back. Another consistent round from DNA. I didn't think it was too crazy. I feel like the DNA's punches are losing a lot of sting, and I feel it's because of, similar to the JC battle, it's the stature. Except the difference is DNA is rapping, he's rapping guns, he's rapping, the typical stuff. But when you usually, it's similar to what Calico does. When you cut that off in the beginning, like what Twork did, it takes away from, when you introduce that believability in the beginning, it takes away from a lot of what DNA was saying. But Twork comes afterwards, and his round was also consistent and cool. He had a strapped in, which was cool to me. And the round could have been debatable, but he jerseyed out of that. And I feel like what's happening with Twork now is that these chokes are going to hurt him. Like, if you're not interested in the battle, you just can't take it, because it's going to hurt you in the end. And then I know he's going to try to make up for it later on, but still, it's just, I don't know. DNA comes with a third round angle. The first half of his third, fire. This man was cooking Twork. He was talking about, and it helped him because Twork's second wasn't that good, so he jumped on it crazy. DNA was talking about his experiences, with his mom and who he is, and his dad, beating on his mom, they're being drug addicts, his dad dying early. I feel like a lot of people tend to take away from DNA and say that he's not, believable, real. I feel like if he talks about his pain, it's gonna help him more, help him deliver more of, probably not believability, but to show that he's come from stuff too. It helped him. Again, spoiler alert, skip a couple seconds if you don't want to hear this. He had a crazy line to me where he said that this is the difference between stealing purses and persevering. It's probably one of the coldest things I've heard out of DNA, and the way he delivered it. And Twork pulled the surf. That Third round, he came with like maybe 4 bars, at most 8, and then he jerseyed. I want to see the look on Tech Nine's face, because Tech Nine backs up Twork so much, says he's a superstar, he's this, he's that. Twork is a great, ever since Twork's first battle with, ever since the trailer, to be honest, of his first battle with, what's that guy? Dougie on URL. I thought Twork was going to be great. And to see his rise, you could tell that Twork is going to be phenomenal. But to be honest, he got into the lazy paver, no offense Aver, but you know, that's what Jay Black calls it. But that lazy veteran vibe early in his growth. And I feel like the superstars always fall into that. And I usually can't back something like that. Twork, I think, is amazing, but this is the type of stuff that's going to slowly be his downfall, and Geechee's going to gain on top of him. I hope that doesn't happen to Geechee, but you know how these superstars get. Chest fell off. He was on his way to being a superstar. Shout out to Top, because Top is one of those consistent superstars. He was a superstar of his class, remained consistent. So I need, I'm hoping Twork could get out of his head. But outside of that, though, DNA, once again, very consistent. Respect DNA's craft. I feel like the fans got to respect DNA's craft more, because DNA is constantly working to just perform and improve. And I think he's one of those slept-on veterans who's probably one of the best out right now. The only thing that continues to hurt him is that believability. I do feel like DNA should take more angles than gun bars. But overall, it was a good battle. I felt like DNA's third round was more of the round of the battle, and Twork's first round. But I got DNA 2-1.